Mahishashur doesn't only exist in mythological stories, but in real life as well, at least in our minds. There are people in India that identify themselves as the descendants of Mahishasur, even today. And Goddess Durga is not their hero. Instead, Mahishasur is. When we celebrate the glorious victory of Goddess Durga, they mourn the martyrdom of their beloved ancestor. In this video, we will dig deep to know who these Asurs are. Before entering the real discussion, please let me tell the story of Goddess Durga briefly for those that don't know. Goddess Durga is the embodiment of energy, which means Shakti. That's why she is the central figure in Shaktism. Just like Vaishnavism and Shaivism, Shaktism is a popular denomination in Hinduism, where the ultimate reality is perceived to be feminine in nature. The sages of Vedas and Upanishads already conceived energy in a feminine form, but Shaktism came to prominence during the era of Puranas. Markandeya Purana is the most prominent text in this context. In the Devi Mahatya section of this Purana, the goddess has been portrayed as the true reason behind triumph of good over evil. She is a complete warrior in this text. During the Gupta period, the cult of goddess became even more popular. According to popular beliefs, Mahishasur was a mighty buffalo king who was infamous for his ability to change his shapes. He pleased Lord Brahma and got a boon that no man would ever be able to kill him. Without noticing any pitfall in this boon, Mahishasur thought he had become immortal and started tormenting Devas and mortals. His Asur army even defeated Devas, whose leader was Indra. Since no man could kill him, gods invoked Durga, the purest form of energy, provided her with their best weapons and asked her to fight a decisive battle with Mahisashur. Eventually, the goddess won this battle and saved the world from that tyrant. And that's why we call her Mahishasur Mardini, the slayer of Mahishasur. Now, this is what we believe. But it's quite natural that people who believe they are the descendants of Mahishasur would see this story differently. From a modern perspective, Asurs are just people, a group of beautiful and decent people. Currently, they are considered a marginal tribe, mostly concentrated in Indian states of Jharkhand, Bihar, and West Bengal. As per Census 2011, their population in Jharkhand and Bihar are only 22,459 and 4,129 people respectively. For Asurs, Mahishasur was not a vicious demon. Rather, he was their king. They believed the fight between the combined force of Devas and Mahishasur was an unfair battle. And that is why they don't celebrate durgapuja. They never visit pandals or take part in any puja ceremony. Instead, they mourn during the 9 days of Navaratri. Those who believe in this mythological account generally choose to lock themselves in their houses, while others celebrate Durga Puja. They apply the oil of karonj on their navel, nose and chest, which symbolizes their king who was bleeding from his nose, chest and navel while fighting with the goddess. They also eat cucumber during this time, which represents the kaleja or liver of the enemy. Unlike Hindus, they observe Asur Puja twice a year, once in March and once in September-October, which means the month of Ashwin, the same time as Navratri. Their 2 days celebration begins after Vijayadashmi. Let's look at some literary and historical data. According to sources, the Asurs were pretty advanced people back in time. They had their own Asur language for day-to-day communication. They also had cuneiform scripts, which means they knew how to write and read. They regard Mahadaniya as their supreme god. Mahadanya is the same as Mahadev or Lord Rudra mentioned in Rig Veda. Their own scripture is known as Asur Saharul. Traditionally, they were known as iron smelters, which means they were experts in metallurgy as well. Sayanacharya described the term Asur as people that were powerful, intelligent, givers of life, and destroyers of enemies. The term Asur was probably not an antonym of Sur, which means Devas. There is a possibility that it was a fundamental and positive adjective. Some sources even claim that Asur as a word closely resembles an Assyrian term Ahur, which means powerful people or lord. The ancient Assyrian kingdom was located in present-day northern Iraq. Look at this source. It says Asur in Mesopotamian religion was the city god of Asur. Initially, he was probably a local deity, but later on he gained more prominence. Bhavishya Purana tells that these Asurs came from across the sea of salt water, which means they crossed some sea to reach this land. So we can say that probably Asur is not inherently a negative word. Maybe they came from those distant lands where the word Asur meant lord or powerful people. Anyway, in popular beliefs, Asur is someone who torments others and constantly challenges devas, and for that reason, many members of the Asur tribe still hesitate to be open about their identities. In my opinion, Durga Puja is our tradition, and for Bengalis, it is part of their identity. We should definitely celebrate Durga Puja the way we do. At the same time, the Asur tribe should follow their customs, and even after that, we should live collectively with love and respect. Because humanity is above everything. That's it for today. We'll come back again with another story. Till then, take care.